Hey family, so let me quickly share this with you guys. So reading from the book of Judges chapter 7, I want to read from verse 9. There's something I want to share with you guys here, right? And it came to pass the same night that Yahuwah said unto him, Arise, get thee down unto the host, for I have delivered, emphasizes on the word delivered, it into thy hand. Okay, so this, just to give you a basic background, yeah, the children of Yasharel, that is children of Israel, have issues with the Midianite, right? And of course the angel of the Most High came to Gideon and spoke with him, also known as Jerubbaal, and told him how he called him a mighty man of valor. And Gideon is like, what, mighty man of valor myself? How exactly is that possible? And if you have been there, what exactly could be, why have we the Israelites been suffering while we have your father Yahuwah? And while he was still on this, yeah, Yahuwah told him, okay, you know what, I'm going to show you the reason why. Of course, all this reading down, you're going to see where Yahuwah revealed to him that he has the children of Israel worshiping other gods, that is, they have idols they worship, and he needs to get rid of it. Of course, he went to his father's house, pulled down the altars at night and burnt them. Of course, what to be expected? In the morning, the people of the environment came and they began to like, why did you pull down our God and all that? And his father, of course, defended him by telling them the so-called God should defend himself. Okay, all through, all the way. Of course, now that father has gotten rid of the idol they worship, he has to also give them physical victory, right? Because now they have come back to him. So each time the children of Yasharel have issues with, I mean, they go to serve other gods, there is always a problem. Father gives them up to the hands of the enemies, and that's it. And that is literally something about us today that a lot of people don't even know. They're not aware that it is service to see nothing. Let me give you an example. Take, for example, our father David, right? David is called a man after Yahuwah's own heart. Yeah. And why is it that he was sinless? Is it that, no, David was one crooked man? Like, he literally did so many evil things. Of course, when he took Bathsheba from the husband and killed the man on the battlefield and all that, and the Bible still calls him, or our father Yahuwah still calls him, a man after his own heart. You know, one of the reasons I found out that he continuously called David a man after his own heart, it is because David never bowed down to any idol. Despite all the sins he committed, despite the ups and downs in his life, despite every single challenge he has gone through, he never ever sought for other gods. He never. I guess there are so many other reasons, but I'm sure that this is top reason. David never. You can never see David going through anything that he goes back to, going to seek after other gods to tell him what to do. David never ever did that. So yeah, this was really a big deal, and like when we go through life, right, that tells us exactly where our heart is. And so coming back from there, let's get back to what I'm talking about, right? So of course, the Midianites were dealing with the children of Israel because of service to other gods. He has gotten rid of the altars and all that, and now Father has begun to work with him to restore peace and orderliness and greatness back to Yasharel. So that's where we are coming from, right? And so of course, Gideon has done this and that in order to set up, in order to get the victory from the Midianites. And our father is preparing him for war now, right? He's told him, get your men, let's go to war. You're gonna go and defeat them and get back Israel in orderliness. And Gideon is having these ups and downs, like he's not believing, he's doubting, and all that. He keeps on asking Yahuwah for signs, of which he gave him. Yeah, that's how wonderful our father is. So he gave him these signs and that signs, and he's also trying to make sure that he sees the people who are going for this war to pick out the best and all that. And so that's the height of it. So yeah, so as Gideon keep asking for signs, now this time around our father is took him somewhere to listen to conversation that was strengthening his heart, to see that he's giving him victory. And that is going to bring me to what I want to talk about. So let's go down to 11. It says, and when Gideon was come, behold, there was a man that told a dream unto his fellow, and said, behold, I dreamed a dream. Now this is a dream, and remember that Father reveals all things in the dream. Yes, don't play with your dreams. Dreams are very, very important aspect of our lives. Okay, and lo, a cake of barley bread tumbled into the host of Midian, and came unto a tent, and smote it, that it fell, and overturned it, that the tent lay along. Now listen. And his fellow answered and said, this is nothing else save the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash. Interesting. A man of Israel, or Yasharel, for into his hand hath Yahuwah delivered Midian and all the hosts. Now listen, let's go. And it was so, when Gideon heard the telling of the dream. Remember that this is a dream. This is a dream. Very, very important. It's a dream. Cycle the dream, the word dream, right? And the interpretation thereof, that he worshipped and returned into the host of Israel, and said, arise, for Yahuwah had delivered. You have to understand this word, delivered. It had delivered into your hand the host of Midian. Now let me tell you something, okay? This is legit huge. You know why? When I was reading earlier, I said mark the word delivered, because that's very important of what we're talking about. See, the truth is that every single thing you see manifesting here physically has already been produced in the spirit world. Nothing happens here, nothing takes effect here until it is produced in the spiritual. So whatever you see manifesting here has already been done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Whatever you see manifesting right here, okay, whatever you see manifesting right here has already been done. It has been done. It has been taken care of spiritually. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you feel me. So delivered, the word delivered. So this man had a dream, and he saw, a cake barley fall over, like the interpretation simply anyone can interpret that, right? And then somebody else is like, look, I understand what you're saying here. This is the hand of Gideon upon us. We're going to be demolished. And that was it. And that is what, it's amazing how these people who don't even know the Most High, they can actually see, they can actually interpret certain things. Okay, so when I talked about the delivered, because that is the main reason I am doing this video. Every single thing you see manifesting physically here has already been taken care of in the spirit realm. I am telling you, literally everything. So what you're seeing right here is already what is being produced spiritually. So what I'm trying to say here is this: always make sure that you are spiritually inclined, because when your spiritual awareness is more clear, when you have clarity in the spirit realm, you'll be able to know when to say yes and when to say no. And agreement is key, because guess what, this guy already saw, that's the hand of Gideon, so they agree already. And guess what, our Father did not even use all those men for this battle, about 30-something thousand men. He reduced them to the point that they were only 300. And when they got to the battlefield to fight those people, they don't even need, they did not even fight. They did not fight. Our Father Yahuwah made these so-called enemies, the Midianites, to begin to fight themselves. There was confusion in their camp, and their leader had to flee. Yes, he had to flee, and that was it. And he was captured somewhere close to his territory, and he was murdered, and his head was cut off and brought to Gideon. So what I'm trying to say here is this: the spiritual world is very, very important. We all need to be aware of what's going on there. And for the fact that our Father said that he would never let anything take place here without first revealing it to his prophet. Who are his prophet? His prophet are simply the people who seek his face daily. They are nothing like what you see, what you call prophets these so-called pastors that you see everywhere these days, I don't know, like literally that is not what a prophet. A prophet is somebody who loves the Most High, who follows him, who listens to him, who obeys, who gets words from him, who studies his words, his mind, the scriptures. That is a prophet. So if there be a prophet, that every single one of us gets dreams from our Father, and the kind of dreams we get, like every single thing, he will not let anything happen except he must have shown it to us. So every single thing you see happening physically here has already been spiritually manifested, and he has already shown it to you. But because you're so busy with religion, because you're so busy with what have you, you are not taking note of the things he's revealing to you. This is where relationship with our Father comes in. Okay, relationship with our Father comes in. A lot of people think that going to church means relationship with God. Going to church has absolutely nothing to do with you having a personal relationship with him. There is what they call relation. That is what our father Abraham had with him, Isaac, Jacob, Moses. You know, you just name them, Daniel, David, every single one of them. You cannot see these people's church, the building they went to. They were the church. They lived their life with him. They lived every single moment with him. So there was nothing like the building. You know, even when the apostles, that the people, pastors of these days, preach to you and tell you that they established the church, they never ever established any building. They did not do that. They only made sure that wherever they go to preach, they asked, you know, the people there to, you know, help one another to grow. They did not establish any buildings anywhere. Nothing like that. Okay, so we ought to learn how to grow, how to, you know, submit ourselves to our Father, how to continuously grow in his love, have relationship with him, listen to him, get to hear his voice, get to know what he's saying next, get to hear what he's saying, what is about to do, and that makes you his prophet. And when you are close to him, I am telling you, nothing beats that. Nothing, absolutely nothing beats the way, like, your closeness with him. And yes, like I said, delivered, everything has already been manufactured spiritually. So if you are spiritually inclined, if you listen to him, you obey his word, you follow his rules and regulations, I am telling you that he already said, just emphasis on the word already, said that the victory belongs to you and to me. Hallelujah. Praise the people. God bless you and keep you, and see you in my next one.